first Code Connection YouTube video, today we're talking about variables. Variables are named locations in a computer's memory where data is stored and can be retrieved and manipulated. When we talk about data, we're talking about information. This can be things like sentences or numbers. You can think of variables as if they're a box that you're able to store something inside of. So how do we create a variable? Start by typing the name of your variable. You then use the equal sign, which is the assignment operator, and then the data that you want to store inside your variable. The assignment operator works almost like an arrow. It takes whatever's on the right side and stores it into the left. Python is dynamically typed, so you don't have to declare the data type of the variable. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just ignore that and carry on with the video. If you're coming from something like Java, or maybe you learn pseudocode, then all you need to know is that you don't have to declare it. Here we have some more examples of variables with the data types next to them, and that's what our next video will be about. You can override variables, so you can change the value it holds by assigning it a new one. A shorter way of reassigning in this case is using the addition assignment operator. So instead of saying x is equal to x plus 2, we can just say x plus equals 2. Like we saw in the last example, you can perform operations on the right-hand side of the assignment operator. Here we're using an existing variable to assign a new value to another variable. And here we're getting the value that error will hold by performing an operation on two variables that we already have. Last but not least, there are some rules you need to follow when it comes to naming your variables. The names of your variables can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores, so letters A through Z, numbers 0 through 9, and underscores. All spaces are replaced by underscores. You may have seen this in our other examples, but you can't start a variable name with underscores or numbers. Variables are case sensitive. If you create a variable called time with all undercase letters, but you refer to it in your code with uppercase letters, you'll get an error because you haven't created a variable that has uppercase letters. To Python, this would be two different variables. And lastly, don't use reserved words. Reserved words or keywords are words in Python that already have their own meaning and functions, so rather stay away from using any of them in your variable names to avoid any confusion.